Hello guys, welcome to the video. In this one, we're gonna start with something simple. We're gonna create the project, we're gonna get the assets for the game, and we're gonna do some basic setup so we can test enemies and towers. And I'm gonna do a quick review of the assets so you can easily understand what we're going to do with these assets. What you see on the screen is a Unity Hub. If you don't have a Unity Hub and you don't know how to install it, you can go back to the Crash Course section, and there I have a video that explains everything you need to know. Now let's assume that everybody got a Unity Hub, and now I'm going to show you how to create a new project that we're going to use in this course. I'm just going to click New Project, and I'm gonna choose the 2022 LTS. That's the latest LTS I have, but if you're gonna choose the later version than I have, it's okay, because coding practices are usually the same, so it's not really important which editor version you have. However, I recommend to use LTS, and preferably of the same year as I have, because in that case it will be easier for me to help you to fix something if you have a problem with the project and you'll ask me something in Q&A. Okay, so I'm gonna choose 2022 LTS. Then for the template, I'm gonna choose Universal 3D over here. I need to download the template. It's gonna be very fast to do. Then we're gonna give this project a name. I'm gonna name it as Udemy Course Tower Defense. And I want to disable connected to Unity Cloud. I don't really need it. Now, regarding the URP, if you never heard of it, I'll just briefly explain. URP stands for Universal Render Pipeline. It is a modern graphic rendering pipeline that is part of Unity's scriptable render pipeline architecture. Simply to say, URP allows you to make good visuals and it allows you to have good performance at the same time. That's why we choose it. Usually if you have high-end graphics with super complicated models, then you should choose HDRP. But in our case, we're gonna have a very simple game, so URP is just enough. Let's go and do create project. And it will take somewhat amount of time, so let's wait a bit. Okay, I have the project here, very nice. Now I'm gonna remove the README file. There is even a button for that. If you want to learn more about URP, you can just click read more about URP and learn some additional information. As of now, I'm going to remove this file. Let's do proceed. And then I want to take this file over here, Universal Render Pipeline Global Settings, and I'm going to move it to the settings folder. Very nice. Now, you can find a Unity package attached to this video. It is named Tower Defense Pack. You just take the file and drag it into Unity, like that. It will offer you to import materials and meshes. We're gonna import everything, so you can just click all and click import. Now, if you go to console over here, you can see some message about importing FBX. We should just ignore it for now, and later on, once we get to that part with these meshes, if we have any errors, we're gonna take care of them. For now, it's not that important, so let's just leave it as it is, okay? Very good. Now, we have meshes with the enemies over here. All of these assets were created by my partner, especially for this course. We specifically designed these models for this tower defense game, but if you want to use them in your project, feel free to do that. It's totally fine. So, there are some enemies. This is the basic enemy. You're gonna just slowly run towards the gate. This is the fast enemy. It's supposed to move really fast, and only one specific tower will be able to kill this enemy. That's the idea. We also have a flying enemy, and this will just fly, and again, only specific towers will be able to target flying enemies. This one is designed to be a heavy heavy enemy that moves slowly, and it's very tanky. So that's the idea for this enemy. It's supposed to become a target of a tower so other small enemies can pass by. And the counter to that will be a tower that does some massive attacks to enemies around the target. There is also a boss like that, although it's kind of big, so we still have to figure out how it's going to work. I did a prototype. I have a good idea on how it's going to be, but there may be some difficulties. So let's see when it comes to making a boss, all right? Then this is a stealth enemy. The idea is that it will vaporize the air around it, making a cloud and making it invisible. And there's going to be a specific tower that will blow up that cloud so this enemy can be visible again, and then we can kill it. And these 3 swarm enemies, they're designed to be as a huge amount of enemies that moves together, and you need to kill them all. If you skip even one, you're gonna lose a point. So that's the idea of this enemy. And of course, you probably noticed they all are grayed out. I'm gonna show you how to make them colorful in the next video, so don't worry about that. We just need to drag material on the model. Let's go and take a quick look at the environment. Some things may be added later on, some things may be fixed, but I'm gonna do that before I publish the course, so you probably will see updated version if we change anything. There are tiles that we're gonna use to create maps. It's gonna be used much later in the course. There are some decorations like trees, street decorations, they all smash together as you can see. You can take a look if you want. And then there are towers. I'm very proud of this design. We decided to put towers on tall buildings to emphasize the size of a gun we have as a tower, because you can see a building, and because you've seen similar buildings in real life, usually you can approximately understand the size of a building. And if you see a huge crossbow on the top of that building, you can understand that this tower, I mean this gun, is really big, it is really huge. So that's the idea why we did it like that, and I really like this idea. I hope you like it too. So this one gonna be to shoot fast enemies. Very nice design, I think. This is a crossbow that shoots with lasers. Then there is a cannon tower. This one will be there to do massive attacks around the target. It's gonna have the ballistic trajectory. I'm not sure I pronounced that right, but you get the idea. The bullets are going to fly like this. Also a very nice thing to learn how to do that. Then this is a machine gun, supposed to be a fast shooting weapon. One of the basic towers, I would say, but I have a really nice idea how to make it really interesting. As you can see, it has 6 guns, and we're gonna make each gun work individually with the recoil and visual effects. This is gonna be really fun to do. Also stands on the top of a building. Then there is this spider bot tower. Let me quickly show it to you. So the idea is that this part over here is going to spin. Yeah, spinner. So this one is going to spin and it's going to create small spiders. These are bots that are under control of a player. The small bots, like this spider, are going to drop on the ground, and then it's going to run towards the enemy and explode. Yeah, that's the plan. Let's take a look at this one. So this one is for revealing invisible units. A really huge fan. I think this is just great. I love it so much, man. You're gonna rotate like that and blow air around it. Let's see what else. This is a harpoon. It's designed to shoot at air, at flying enemies. So you can see it's pointing up. Really fun one, I think. Then there is a castle. This one gonna be the endpoint for enemies. I'll show it to you later. And then there is the tower hammer. So this one gonna smash down like that. Like that, boom, boom, boom. And every time it hits the ground, it's gonna create a shockwave that slows down or stuns the enemy. What it's gonna do, the choice is up to you. I'm just gonna show you how to make everything. And the last one is an enemy's portal. Enemy gonna come out of here. This is the starting point for the enemies. Alright, so this is a quick review of the assets we have, so you can get the idea of what we're going to do with them. And I think this is enough for this video. Let's go to the next one. We're gonna set up a training ground and basic enemy. I'll see you there.